I don't know. I don't know why Streamlabs decided it did not want to boot up right when it needed it to, but we got there.
Uh,
They posted the ID and the DMs.
okay.
So how are you doing today?
Good. I just had to do something really fast.
Yeah,
Ugh. But we're good now.
that's good.
Alright. I forgot how exactly long was left whenever you left.
I was gonna like
45.
go 45 minutes an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
Did any like questions come up like between like our last session today? Out of curiosity.
I do have a tournament actually soon for
Okay.
my. It's a school one though, so it's not like a super big deal, but like it's a $50 grand final prize. So I want to kind of try and do as good as I can.
Yeah. What matchups are you looking to play? How do you
Okay,
know?
I know a good bit of who everyone plays. So the best person in my school, he's like a local bred, named Snake. That's the Snake I told you about.
Yeah.
That I play a lot, and I showed you the.
Yeah, in that case I can actually like get back to actually writing the notes down. I started that, but like I watched the VOD and I just forgot to finish up taking the notes. I can just like actually finish those up, send them to you
Yeah.
if you're prepping for him.
Whoops. And then the other good one, they actually do like go to local and stuff, and they're pretty good. They like top 3 at like the local in my state, and get like they get PR wins sometimes too. So they're pretty good.
What state out of curiosity?
Texas.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, DFW specifically. Oh, drifting in.
Yeah. Who do they play?
Samus.
Ah.
But like, I doubt they will play Samus, because like, normally at like the school things,
Yeah, well.
I thought I could hit it away.
I think your ball. It was. I think your ball hit my ball and your ball killed you.
That would make sense. But yeah, they're also really good. They're the only two that like, I'm not super confident in beating.
Matchup wise or player wise? Or both?
Player wise, there's kind of a skill gap, I would say, at least. I'm not like super there yet.
Have you played the
like,
Samus before?
Yeah. Not as much as the Snake, but the Samus is also really good, so.
I was about to ask, have you played them recently enough that you remember like what you struggled with versus them?
Recovering, definitely. They ledge trap me just like an entire stock, and I just like die.
It's Samus ledge trapping sometimes, you gotta just...
Yeah.
A straight word of advice for runes that I'm taking to heart. Like, just, if you don't know how to get out of a situation, just figure out how you don't lose the stock. You will take extra damage, but if you keep that stock, you can usually get out eventually.
That actually makes sense. Ooh. Nope. I should have air dodged.
Yeah.
Try to tech roll in, but no.
Yeah. I will say it's a very common Wifi habit, and a lot of people let us get away with it. But like, keep in mind those like aerial into immediate tilts on shield, especially especially if you're playing against the Samus. They are just looking for an opportunity to just up be that.
Okay. Attacked. Ugh.
Unfortunate buffer tech, yeah.
That's sad. Yeah. That's also something I should watch. I remember I was, yeah, I played against Maroon and he told me the same thing. I just kind of didn't really think about it too much because I definitely do get away with it more so than I get punished.
Yeah, but like when a character has a frame 4 up at a shield that most people in that character fish for, is like, why give them the opportunity to? Especially when, like, if you space it well, fair is safe on Samus' shield, so you just fair hold shield, and until they're conditioned to, like, do something else, they are up-being, and you just punish them with up air or even, like, something bigger.
Yeah.
And if they start shield grabbing you, like, just spot, or you can just spot dodge, like, as you normal, because that gets away from both, like, grabbing them. Ooh, I got a shot safe for debriefing.
I don't know how that didn't hit, but I'm kind of sad it didn't. Ooh.
We take those.
That was good air dodge call out.
My favorite, like, against certain fast follows, that air dodge read sends into a tech chase, so I just down smash it, like, again on the tech chase.
I don't know why that worked.
I was still mashing out if it's done anyways with the lean forward goodness.
Oh, well.
Not the nair hitter I was expecting, but I guess.
Almost.
I mean, I like the idea. You got Center Station that pretty much contested.
That's true.
Like, yeah, it didn't actually hit me, but like, you got to stage, and now I'm in the corner, which, like, admittedly, we are playing Wii Fit. That doesn't matter too much. But against other characters, like, that's just free stage, free corner pressure.
True. Ooh, okay. I don't know how that didn't hit me. I always jump out of shield for some reason. I don't know why. Like, as I do it, I think about it. And I'm like, why do I do that?
I mean, it's a really good option out of shield, just universally, but it's just like, again, it's something to note. If you're getting punished for it, like, cut it out. But if you're getting away with it, honestly, that's something people don't talk about a lot. Like, if you're getting away with something against an opponent, like, no need to like change, no need to adapt for the sake of adapting if it's working against someone.
It's actually kind of true. Because like I always think like, I'm doing this kind of autopilot, I should stop, even if I do get away with it, so...
It's like, yeah, against people who start punishing it, yeah, adjust, like, obviously, but, like, against people who don't, there's no really need to. Especially if, like, it's a long bracket run, like, save that mental energy for when you need it. If the person lets you get away with, like, autopiloting, just, like, save the mental energy for, like, later in bracket.
Yeah. That's a good point, honestly. I think one of my biggest issues is I just need to, like, know more options at them. Because, like, I'll do, like, the same things in a lot of situations.
Also, I would iron out forward throw combos at 0. Because, realistically, anyone who knows how to, like, DI or, like, buffer defensive options is not going to get hit by down for bear. Yeah, although it's a very funny check to see if they are aware. And if they get hit by it, it's like, you can get away with so much more. Oh.
Why? Oh, you know what? Okay. I won't even question it. Yeah. Did I die? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you burned your jump in the second fair.
That was kind of a situation I was not expecting to find myself in.
Honestly, like, against all but, like, the most, like, really good masters, just dash up smash there. It catches the jump out of it really well.
Yeah, dash. I used to have like a thing where I would dash up like all the time, and sometimes it worked, and sometimes I'd misspace it, and it wouldn't work, and I'd get nothing.
I mean, like,
and I decided that the benefits kind of didn't really go as good as they should. Okay.
I wasn't expecting it to kill. I was expecting the dash in.
Yeah.
Like I know you mentioned you're really only worried about the snake and the same stuff. What other matchups are you looking at? Are you probably going to go to?
In terms of like possibly could beat me, there's a Meta Knight who I kind of figured out the formula for beating him, so I'm not super worried about it. There's also surprisingly a Banjo.
I mean, we have a PR Banjo in Kentucky. I'm not like too shocked. I'm not like too like surprised by hearing that character's name.
Yeah. He's literally the only Banjo I know for like matchup. But like he always plays Palu against me.
I mean, this is a lot better matchup.
A lot better. Blech. I like try and think about how I get back to stage, and it just.
And then you burn your jump well before you start thinking about. Like you burn your jump when you're charging Sun. It's like oh, and then by that time you start thinking I need to get back to stage, and you don't have your jump from earlier to do it with.
Uh-oh. I don't have a jump. Okay.
Nope.
That's definitely also the thing. I need to save double jump and header more. I just need to save tools in general.
Header is like fine-ish to burn because like we literally get it back if we get hit, but like yeah, double jump the constellation is like really good for juggle situations. And offstage as well, but like if you burn it immediately in a juggle, it's like one of the only options to get out of juggle situations.
Nope. Ah!
Frame trap moment.
Yeah, I was thinking, what do I do here? And then I did it, and it didn't. Who else in terms of matchups? And I Banjo. Hold on, we all have like a Discord server that we like talking sometimes.
So you're probably gonna be playing pretty slow, I imagine.
Yeah.
So Snake, Samus, Meta Knight, Banjo, all are pretty slow matchups.
Yeah.
Well, Snake's not really.
Kazuya's, but I'm not worried about either of them. Who else? The random demon. He doesn't even play random. He plays like it just like is based on mood and matchup. Like, but he'll play like Chrom, Ensign, Sora. It's like.
So the only characters I'm hearing that we can play relatively fast and neutral against is Chrom and Snake. If you're like not like a severely worse player, which like judging how you're saying like he's one of the two you're worried about like being better. Yeah. So like you're playing slow against everyone except maybe that guy's Chrom.
Yeah, that's okay. So play slow, and like I don't have too many VODs to like give you like full data on all of them, but like realistically I beat a Diddy. Forgot to
that's an especially slow matchup. I was about to say like you can go ham and advantage, play as fast as you want against a lot of those characters, but Diddy, you just have to kind of slow down against Diddy just all the time.
Okay. So just play slower, I guess.
Yeah, play slow, play more stun heavy, just like make them cross like burst range instead of like you cross burst range a lot, because like both of us as players are more on the aggressive side. Both of us want to like get through burst range first, but like if we make those characters try to like fight for it first, we get way more mileage off of it than they do. And against like I'm gonna be real, we're one of the few characters who do not have to play Snake's game if we play our own game well. So like what does Snake realistically threaten us with if like we are that stubborn about not trying to fight through burst range?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be like a relatively slow, sun heavy day for you.
Yeah, probably. Grab.
Dash grab moment.
Realistically, that should not have worked, but it did, so.
I'm liking the sun usage. It's like at least existent, which like you weren't really using much at all yesterday.
I need to just like get better movement with it, honestly. I feel like it's very predictable. I don't like B reverses every so often and stuff.
You have the same issue I have sometimes, where you're relying on full sun way too much, which like kind of just like it's still good as a whip punish tool, but like
why did that do that?
Who knows? As I was saying, there's a reason charge shots are so good, and it's not really because of the full charge variant a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Ow. I don't even know how that worked, but
I tried to punish as you were jabbing. I should have stayed crouching. I think actually jab 1 hits pretty low, so.
I don't think it hits crouch. Cause actually, no, it might.
Jab 2 I know it doesn't, but like I think jab 1 and jab 3 do.
Ow. Oops there.
I love it so much. I do like, I mean like, to be fair, like I was being pretty immediate, but a lot of people will be pretty immediate off ledge. I do like the style of ledge trapping that I'm just going to throw stuns, headers at you, like I'm not going to commit at all until you just randomly got hit by hoops, but like, I do like that a lot, especially against people who are going to be like more immediate, like try to get off ledge faster. Which, especially if they see you at center stage, a lot of people will try to be faster. So I do like that sort of pressure a lot. Gets you a lot of like extra damage that like realistically it's just gonna be unanswered.
Yeah, I definitely need to stop going on stage for ledge trapping. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, it's like just watch like some of Meat Leo stuff. The way like he just reacts and sets up in a place where he can react with like F tilts and like down tilts on ledge is like insane. Genuinely, like what I've been looking toward to improve my own ledge trapping recently.
That makes sense. I need to watch more of him. I only really watched the one major where he got second, I think, was it?
Something like that. He didn't win, but I don't remember what he had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he got second because he lost the second dog. Yeah.
To be fair, like practicing like reacting to stuff online is a bit rough, but like in general.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
I love that rule. I love that you can't pick out my deep breathing with your deep breathing.
I was kind of scared. I should still be. Why was I not that time? I thought I was safe magically because I took your stock, but it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah, the dashback header is kind of killing you right now.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, like, not too many people will call it out, but like, it's someone who plays the character, like someone who knows that happens, like, yeah. This is a character. This character likes to do this a lot. I assume the snake will be ready for it too, since any sort of matchup knowledge. Yeah, you did.
No! I wanted you to save me so
I have a stock. I have a stock lead. I'm fine going down with you. I've started doing that because like usually before I would like be too hyper focused on getting back to stage, and like accidentally saving my opponent. But I've sort of realized, hey, I'm gonna stock up. I'll just die with you.
I thought if I drifted in far enough, but no, sadly. Oh yeah, and a Sephiroth. I forgot about that.
You're gonna be playing very slow there.
Yep.
You're gonna be doing a lot of this and a lot of this.
Yep. Thank you, my ball, for saving me in your last moments. Ow. That's definitely one of my favorite baits to do on ledge. Is like condition them to think I'm at a header get up, and then
just get up attack.
like try and punish it, and then just get up attack. Yeah. Nope. Ah! I didn't know what to do there.
Honestly, just like go to ledge. Like you could have air dodged to ledge. Honestly.
Oh yeah, true.
You also still had your fastball, didn't you?
What'd you say?
You also still had your fastball there, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I know it's like that's not like the easiest thing to think about as a resource off stage, but. Good drift. Good not drifting right in.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Why did that do that?
If you delay it slightly, anti-airs and berries is very funny.
That's actually kind of good to know. Okay. Right, your ball doesn't respawn your son. No, I tried to spike you too.
We're both mashers.
Let's get fired up. That was a good down air though.
I was honestly expecting some sort of trade.
I couldn't decide B fast enough though. But playing against you definitely puts me in a lot more situations than am not normally in, so I have to think a lot more.
Particularly like I'd be guessing platforms and like odd recovery angles would be my guess of what I'm exploiting. Like what you're like the new situations for you at least.
What'd you say?
Like my guess would be like platforms and like some offstage like situations that like the new stuff for you.
And like tech chase too.
Ah.
Like.
Oh. Massive hitbox go burr.
Nope. Out of get up attack range. What do I do now?
Jump a lot of the time. Like, even online. Offline is like the only unreactable option, but we're kind of floaty. But like, most of the time, like, if they're prepping for like a grounded option, they're gonna like leave jump way open. I would say against the Samus, might not want to jump so much because fair. But, like,
I get caught by everything. Like they have the town D covering like roll get up and then like.
Honestly,
or like if I'm hanging on ledge too long, then like
aside from try not to corner yourself so much against Samus, specify so you can give us a mix up your timings really well. Like be okay with getting hit by like morph bomb occasionally, because like if it's not the big thing they're aiming for. So like take a few of those, mix up your timings, like never get up at the same time because they're usually scouting for that. Ultimately, you just don't corner yourself as much, but like it happens eventually.
Yeah. If only I sweet spotted.
That would have been spooky.
I mean, I'll take it. Nope.
You're not dead. I was on town? No way.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought you had deep breathing still.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll also say, like, you have a pretty prominent habit of, like, oh, I'm in the corner still from, like, stock respawn or, like, some neutral reset. My opponent is, like, dashing in. I'm going to header in response, which, like, is an easy nair. Or, like, even, like, it's not even, like, the hardest thing to punish. Like, they're not going to, like, outright kill you off of it, but, like, you don't always have to try to, like, fight them. Just, like, a lot of them just, like, try to, like, get out of the corner. Don't put yourself in lag too much. It'll work a lot of the time, but like just in general, if you're doing it as much as you are, it will get caught. This Ditto is very funny.
No deep breathing.
A little bit too low to like get that safely. Honestly, like in terms of like getting more deep breathing, I really like to do it like after like stray hits that like send him off stage, or like just reset my advantage state a little bit earlier and just go for deep breathing there.
Okay, yeah.
Especially against like a floaty like Wifi, because by the time they get back to stage, I have the deep breathing proc. I'm ready to ledge trap. I'm wasting no time. Like slow recovers and like floaties, like that's a really good time to get it.
Nope. Okay.
At 160 with max rage, yeah, I think that'll eventually. Yeah, I try to punish Wifi fair. That's on me.
Okay, you got a lot more value on that one.
What are you dead? Also, you're like throwing your like anytime you're charging Sun, like I have not seen you just like hold it, which is like makes it a bit easier to like telegraph yourself with it. Like it's still good because you're using more charges, but like at the same time, like throwing it every time I see it out is just like okay, I see the Sun, I know to dodge the Sun.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you mean actually.
Oh.
I don't even know why I died there, to be honest.
Oh.
Oh. I even DI'd that. Why did I die?
I don't know. We get back on one. But yeah, it's like it's still good. It conditions people. If you throw it like a lot, it conditions people to like play around it. But like when you notice them like trying to dodge the Sun, you just stop charging Sun. You just position yourself better to punish or like take stage from them, because a lot of times they give up stage in order to like dodge it.
Missing text.
I've thrown that Sun one too many times. Yeah. Oh, mention next. I will say, up smash should call out grenade pulls, or like if you like get a grab right. Well, I misjudged our roll spacing, but like I was gonna punish your roll with the guy. Like, if you up throw down for them, set him on the plat. Every snake will pull grenade there, just header. You get like 50 and then a fair.
Okay.
Like crawling out grenade pull timings, which a lot of snakes are just like until they start getting heavy punish for it, will just like pull it naturally. Gets you so much mileage. Especially another common one, like you throw them off stage, like right about here. They will most of them will also pull a grenade here. You run off down there. It's free. Because a grenade pull is actually like insanely laggy. I want to say it's like 50 frames like total. And like honestly, like
I actually didn't know that. I just knew it came out frame 1.
yeah, the grenade itself comes out frame 1, but snakes in lag for like a while. I don't even know where you jumped that.
Yeah, when did I jump?
Yeah, I don't even know that.
I'll see you in the VOD. But, yeah.
And
right.
Generally, if we space it well, our up air beats, like, our up air outranges grenade, as does fair, but fair's a little bit trickier to space around. So, like, you need to, like, call us stuff for that. Like, realistically, Snake should not be landing against us, unless he's, like, mixing us with B reverses, which is hard to do if we have Sun, like, stuff charged and, like, chase him well.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, that, you did it again, but like that's about the range you should be like dash back headering, and a range where realistically I can't cross my mid range to get punish you reliably. So yeah, you did it again, but like, I was actually at the good spacing.
Yeah. Okay. I need to not. That'd be great.
Good. I was about to comment a little bit, like, you don't seem to remember that, like, you have your defensive option exists, but then you just air dodge, like, prove me wrong. Could have gone so much worse, and I'm glad I only got hit by ball. Yeah. I like it. I love the sun though a lot. Like, yeah, I was ready for it, but like, realistically, if it hits, it's 30. If not, like, who cares? You're not getting punished for it.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Low profile.
I love crouching in the ditto, and I also hate it. It feels so dirty.
I thought I could catch you. I was gonna try and grab.
You're trying to grab.
I figured you were gonna shield.
Ah, yeah.
That was a good forward tilt, though. It also is opening my eyes to a lot more options. Because even though, you know, not having options, I get to see practical usage of more.
Yeah.
What? I got spiked.
We traded. That was a very interesting trade. It does bring up a good point, though. I was going to mention, like, you're doing a lot of the approaching right now, and, like, I'm going to go on mindless of just intercepting you, which, like, you could very well easily just do the same to me, like, especially with the moves. Beautiful moves, like, up tilts, like, some F tilts. Even Nair has an air-to-air in some cases. I don't think it's that good on the Ditto, but... Just, like, generally just, like, using other moves, like, intercept my own momentum and use it against me is, like, usually like very good, and a lot of how I get a lot of my mileage. That was the most scuffed sequence I've had in a while.
Died at disadvantage. I'm gonna try that actually. I need to crouch more, though. I've noticed you're definitely taking advantage of crouch a lot more than me. There's for some reason, especially in the Ditto, I always get like specifically, I have a very specific scenario in my head where I will normally avoid ball and then think to crouch under it, and then it'll like hit me in the back of my feet or something.
Yeah. That's just honestly more so experience, like getting used to like header range. And like knowing there's a blind spot right about mid range. It's lovely. I love Mario. Were you trying to set me up on the plat, I imagine, with that down throw?
Yeah, but you DI'd in, so...
Yeah, it's like, I know this character's flat pressure.
It's this character, so... I'm sure you knew.
For once, I'd rather take the down throw bear.
That was a good down air. I don't know how that worked, but it did, so...
I also haven't like fully watched the snake fight, but like I'm also using crouch a bit to see how you deal with it, cause like snake crouch, yeah.
Yeah.
Same height as the front half of ours, so it's like realistically what you can hit crouching us with, you can hit crouching snake with, and like what you can't hit us with, you can't hit crouching snake with.
I think like if I remember correctly, what is it like? Snake goes lower in general, but like Wii Fit's like legs part go lower, right?
The front of ours is the same height as his, but like Snake doesn't like have to hop in his crawl. He just has a really stupid good crawl. I understand. We wanted the same thing.
I thought I got the jab.
I forget dash attack gets grounded sometimes.
Why'd I jump? Why'd I jump? Why'd I jump? Please! No, okay, I still died.
Probably because you saw me charging Sun.
I got very scared at rolling.
Bruh, that header should not have whiffed. I should have got hit there. You know what you did.
I don't know how I made that back, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
That option is really funny.
Also, again, with the full hops are starting to come back.
Yeah.
It's especially with again, like you said, I am kind of abusing crouch and up tilt. Like, no need to like start full hopping in when the character has stuff like that, like sortie aerials. I would say snake up tilt, but like not until like 12%, obviously.
Can we crouch snake up tilt, by the way?
Our legs might be able to. Our front half doesn't. Okay. I know for sure. Realistically, like, if I'm at kill percent, I'm just trying not to be anywhere near that move person. Like, why? Like, we might be able to, for all I know. Just again, I haven't been close enough to that move on the ground for me to really like know. I wanted like so many different options instead of jab. These drifting aerials in disadvantage, please.
What did I even do? I think I DI'd in, right? That's what I did.
I was calling out the header out of his stun. Well, the header like off stage. Like I said, like snakes will also like pull a grenade in that same location, so it's a very easy run off there. I think you DI'd the rest of it fine though. Just like I was calling out the side. I was calling out header.
You definitely space your nairs a lot better too. Is the thing.
I'm using more. Like you use it a lot more preemptive, man. I'm waiting for you to like lock yourself in movement because like honestly, Wifi kind of does that with a lot of her moves. It's like the moment I like get a feeling of when you're gonna swing, when you're gonna whiff, it's like I'm setting up for that nair in advance.
Yeah. Okay.
Like nair is safe, but personally, I think nair is much better as a whiff punish troll than as a pressure troll.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're right. It's a lot. You can easily get it off.
Yeah.
And get like pressure with it, then you
like,
can take damage and stuff. Yeah.
My issue with Wifi nair as a pressure tool is that we are a floaty trying to jump in with nair. Realistically, how many characters are gonna let us do that? And then we get nair up air plus advantage state. It's lovely. Oh, I air dodge and fast belt.
Ooh.
I did not realize I fast fell.
Nope. I thought the wall jump would put me out far enough.
I'm surprised they caught, honestly. I will say something to note of, like, if you haven't noticed, I started jumping in, instead of like full hopping in preemptively, because I know you're gonna like, try to swing at me if I try to cross into your like burst range. So like, you keep note of like stuff like that, and like if you're charging someone, like just drop shoot like fair the jump ins or like respond accordingly like, up till like however your opponent's responding. So like keeping note of stuff like that and how they're adapting to you will get you a lot of mileage.
Oh, whoops.
You ever heard off station deep breathing?
I accidentally buffered that. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted a wall jump.
That's very unfortunate.
That was a great interaction.
Very.
I, for some reason, comprehend the fact that that was fully charged. I thought I had like very high charge, but
Yeah.
not like full. And I should have looked. I was like busy like looking at you though.
I mean, yeah, I've done that before. Which like a quick glance at yourself can help, but at the end of the day, like in disadvantage, focus more on getting out. Like focus more on looking at me, so you know what I'm trying to cover to get out. So like I don't like that's not like bad at all. It's just like a little bit better like keeping track of it. It's really the only adjustment I would say to make.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we don't have Samus Charger and we have lag on our move.
I wish. The most annoying thing I think about the Kirby matchup,
If he gets
there's this that it's the sun. It's like Kirby's short enough where Sun's gonna hit below ledge.
Yeah. And like it actually gives Kirby a threatening like deterrent to us camping. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like you're not trying to put yourself in lag preemptively. You're just waiting for me to jump in. I'm gonna up tilt you.
There, no. I wanted to bury you. That was the thing.
I should not be alive right now, but I'm very happy I am. Yeah.
Why? Oh, you jumped. That call out is so crazy.
I know, right? A lot of people air dodge there too, especially if you get like an early percent grab. It's a very funny call out. Okay.
Fair into ball. 2 times. Except not really ball, just header. That first time.
Dang, if I had deep breathing, you would dead. I would have actually been able to get that frame trap off. Oh, that hit, goodness.
No, I didn't have a jump. I
Nope.
didn't notice. I noticed after the sun.
Header get up do be requiring our double jump.
Sadly.
Very sad.
Imagine somehow it didn't.
That's why I
It
like
realistically would
mixing
never
up like header from ledge a lot. Like the variant where we just re-grab because it actually doesn't burn our jump and it still like applies a little bit of pressure, and just like mix-ups and ledge options, which is useful when your character is like already pretty good at ledge. So like, if we get like called out of it, we still have our double jump, and we just like can still like get back. We still have the option off stage. Although realistically, characters you're fighting, Samus is probably the best one at edge guarding. Oh, Snake Nikita, but like just like wait for him to Nikita, throw header at him. Throw header at him or the missile, and either one you'll get back fine. But like, because mentioned, Samus is probably the only one realistically that would be edge guarding us.
Why did I have a jump? Wait, where did I lose my jump?
I don't even know.
I actually thought I had a jump.
That's so sad. That's really scary though. I can't like pressure you like I would normally, so I have to like think a lot more, especially like when you crouch.
You had no jump.
I thought I did have a jump.
You burned it. You burned it in the juggle sequence, like a little bit at center stage.
Oh yeah. I keep like. That's also an issue. Is I keep like forgetting that I use jump.
My bad habit is I am unsure if I use jump, so I immediately mass jump to check.
I mean, you find out if you have one or not.
I mean, yeah.
No, I was trying to see what I could do there. Because get up attack wasn't working. I can see you were definitely out of the range.
Yeah. But no, like, I'm just thinking like I can like be crouching more reactively against like wolves and Lucinas at ledge. In that case, because you know they're gonna be like mashing the nairs and fairs off ledge. Roy's too.
Yeah.
Speaking of matchups, we want to crouch heavily in Chrom and Kazuya, but like that one's more obvious. Like we shut down a lot of Chrom's like aerial pressure just by crouch.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Down tilt is very annoying, but other than that, like realistically, it's not as he's not threatening much at all if we crouch.
Oof. Your timing with that is like hard to beat out. Like I can't like. I mean, I probably could.
Hoops is a little easy to hit. I mean, it only gets like 3-6 or hands up, but like you could be like more so like swerving like directionally. Like no need to like go straight vertically, especially like when you have like. I'm gonna make it back and like show you. Like hug the ledge like that, and like realistically, not many characters are gonna stop you.
Yeah. The trip hitbox is amazing.
I know, right?
And your hitbox is the 7% chance.
Huh. Neat.
Wow.
Try to parry.
That's such great timing. Thank you, Wi-Fi.
Were you trying to parry?
Yeah, I wanted to parry it.
Yeah, I was
gotten
expecting
my
you to
grab.
try to parry out of the corner.
I guess not.
Yeah, I was delaying it slightly because you probably going to try to.
Oh, was that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Wi-Fi.
It might have also been partly Wi-Fi, but I was like, you're probably going to try to parry this. I'm going to delay it slightly. Which is, I'm trying to think of what characters, Croy, Snake, especially like, I mean, parrying good in this game. So if you notice them going for it, just delay your timing. But I'm just, like, Croy and Snake probably the biggest two. I'll probably get like try to get minus off of parries, of what you mentioned. Kazuya possibly too.
Yeah. The Kazuyas aren't super big, like, deal. Like, one of them isn't very good at all. I mean, like, he knows the inputs and the combos and stuff, but, like, he doesn't know neutral at all.
So like, most Kazuyas, got it.
Yeah. But, like, to the extent of, like, he'll, like... I need to, like, think. I'm, like, trying to, like, think of, like, the other game while also thinking of this one.
Yeah.
It hurts my brain. Ow.
I imagine you meant fair.
Yeah, it was supposed to be fair, but there, I guess.
Yeah, we grab. I wanted to trade.
I was thinking, is this worth it? And I was like, you know what, why not? And I did, and it did it. So.
I mean, realistically, you would have gotten sent to the right, so that you probably wouldn't find.
That would have hit me, and I would have died.
You would possibly die. Now you would have been dead.
Hitboxes?
I extended into it, I'm sad. Ah. You're not dead, I'm not deep breathing.
I didn't know what to do. What was I gonna do? I couldn't think. I was like, okay, neutral get up, I'm getting sunned. If I jump, I'm gonna get forward aired, and I didn't even get forward aired. I tried to like mix up my drift, and it didn't even work.
You were doing well about mixing it drift. Like you could have like fast sailed back down to ledge, or like air dodge. I mean, realistically, against a good ledge trapper, especially offline, not much you can do aside from to try to outplay them, like just outread them. But like you still kind of options. Like I will say a common one I like is jump fastball. It works better with a lot of other characters. We'll unfortunately play a floaty, but like it's still pretty strong. A lot of people will get mixed by it, and we get out of the corner with it.
That was interesting. Why did that work so well?
Because we
like, I know it's not even like a super good thing to do, it's just specifically me. Like, I need to not do that.
I mean, it works against a lot of people, like more people than like you're letting on. I mean, in the Ditto too, because like we kind of struggle to hit shorter characters, but generally like, a lot of people like try to like swing, land on you, especially if they don't have especially if they don't have a sword, so they're just like crouching and then boop up tilt.
I poked, didn't poke. Directional air dodging.
True. I don't get the count. Goodbye. I will one day get that roll this.
Why does Wii Fit's roll go so much further than like everyone else's?
Yeah, it's like Wii Fits and Lucario's, like for some reason.
Yeah. I wish I landed on that platform.
Yeah.
Can I Nair one that ball, please? That'd be awesome. Cause that rebound is so weird. No! Oh wait, yes! It did it! I did it.
I mean, it worked out. Realistically, it's like really safe pressure too, because I had to like pick a defensive option there.
Feel the stretch through the arm and leg.
Probably want to play a few more. I just checked. It's like almost 7. We can't play until 7, or like whatever hour it is at your time zone.
7, yeah. Just like 1, 2 more. Depends on how fast.
Yeah. Header good until they start playing around it. I mean, header's still good even if still, but you gotta mix up your timings and positionings with it at that point. And not like header just below ledge every time. The what?
I mean,
Look, you got one stock versus how many you block.
I needed one. I needed one.
Yeah, just drift in.
I'm getting red so hard. Ugh. All right.
I mean, for the most part, like, of course, like I told you a lot of what I'm calling out, and you got like part of it's like realizing it's not gonna be immediate, and like beating yourself up for not being immediate is just gonna like slow it down. At least for me, it does.
Yeah. I get that.
Like, you make an improvement with the drift and the sun stuff a lot. Just like a few other habits are coming out that, like, of course, will take time. Sure, up tilt there. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I got that grab there. It didn't look like you shielded.
I don't even think I shielded.
Yeah,
I think
like
the grab just did something.
Yeah, it didn't look like you shielded, so like either like you spaced in there poorly or like you try to press another button.
Nope, back there.
Yeah. I will also say that's something your edge guarding is lacking. You don't really try to edge guard me horizontally. You always try to like wait low and like go for the down of the head of spikes.
That's a good point, actually. I think it's just an issue. I need to get my raw bears better, and
Not
apply
even
them.
bears, but like fairs even. Like, even if you're not confident with the bears, just like not even like grabbing the ledge and like going off trying to fair them. Especially if that's as lackless as, oh goodness, as lackless as fair is sometimes. Like a lot of the times, like we can just like fair frame trap, like trap their air dodge down air, like, especially if they're floaty.
Baby son.
Also, I would go for like more up throws at like mid percents instead of the forward throws. Like they're good for positioning, but like we get true damage off the up throws. So it's like why red turn down.
That's a good point.
And like ultimately the positioning after up throw, up arrow, up throw fair is pretty similar to the F throw positioning. So like there's not really any benefit unless you got like high percent wave roll combo.
Should have shot it earlier.
Firm up those abs.
Yeah, if you shot it wouldn't have hit, but I would have had the shield, which would have got you back for free.
Time for one more? No.
We can do one more. But
Alright.
I'm not gonna be that much of a stickler. No, we're 7 on the dot. Time to go mid game. Oh, I did not want it. I wanted the fastball there, but huh.
I never realized how good of an up tilt was, or up tilt was like an anti-air tool until like this. Like,
If you haven't already, just look at the hitbox of it sometimes. Like, the entire arm is disjointed, intangible, and then it's disjointed past the arm. It's absolutely insane.
there. Alright, yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
So, shout out to Wifi tech roll. Like, Wifi tech and ledge roll good. Both are absolutely obscene for no reason. Then our base rolls is like kind of mid.
Yeah. If only the base roll was as good as the other ones. That'd be kind of broken, though, I feel like.
A little bit. It'll alleviate mid-range a lot, which is like our biggest issue. So I was like, yeah, that honestly would be.
You know what? That's actually a good point.
Yeah. I tried to low profile the F tilt with the down tilt, and I'm sad it didn't work out. I died.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Should've
thank
pummeled.
goodness you didn't. Oh, you know, you do have deep breathing.
I do, I just didn't pummel.
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
It was also Xenosis Smash Roll, so like, I'm surprised I got that close to killing.
Ow. I was expecting the forward air, so I tried to like DI down, so it didn't go well.
Feel the stretch through your arm and leg.
That was good. Mix up though. Alright. Yeah, thanks for the games though.
Yeah, of course. As always, I'll upload this to my YouTube, send you the link when it goes live.
Mm-hmm.
When you said the tournament
Alright.
was, so it's a Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Like, yeah, in general, just mix up, like, that header off stage. To be fair, I don't know how many people are going to be punishing you actively for it. That Samus probably will, because Samus down air, they all like to down air at that location anyways. But in general, like, I don't know how many people... The drift in is mainly... Like, drift ins and, like, you don't
I
always...
feel like, yeah, so like the big ones, drift in, trying to like reversal in disadvantage.
Yeah.
I was like looking at the VOD and I was like, wow, I am doing that. And then like I tried not doing that and it went well. So yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that. And then dashback headers, it's super big of a problem, but like I need to think about it more. And yeah. Okay.
Especially for Saturday with the matchups you're playing, more sun, like less obvious suns, like just more like baits in general, like and just more sun usage. We also get a lot of miles on set with those matchups you mentioned. Well, not so much Kazuya, but like he's the only exception because header header works so much better against Kazuya. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Did anything else come up like during the session, like questions wise, or?
Any questions?
Like questions, like situations.
I do think like that. What was I gonna say? Completely lost my train of thought. The sun idea. That's instead of like shooting it off, I guess like shield, right? Or like
a shield jump, or just like let it charge a little bit longer, or like if you send header, you can use a wind box to send it back at them and use it as like, or the header cancel sun angle, which is like something I use a lot.
Yeah.
It's like honestly, just no like set answer there. Just like just don't always like rely on shooting it every time you pull it out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I would always shoot it because I feel like, you know, sun into shield is a lot more punishable than shooting off sun. But I guess, yeah, you can always, like, jump.
Sun
and,
is,
like, do that.
If they're ready for it, sun is honestly pretty punishable. It's like, the lag is charged up by a decent bit. Well, me gunners, I don't know about, but it's like, it's pretty punishable by a lot of
I feel like it's laggier than
characters.
me gunners. Just off, like, intuition.
Maybe, but, like, that move looks like it has some recoil out of the way. Irrelevant to that character, I was just gonna pull up how safe sun is, at least on shield. Yeah, it's like minus 26, it's minus 16 at full charge, so it's like that's still decently punishable, and that's not even considering like whiff lag.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So like, if you're like throwing it close enough where they can't punish you, it's like, you might want to think about like why you're throwing it. Are they already in lag? Are they already committing to a button? Or do you have the read of a lifetime?
Yeah. Alright. Got it. Well, thanks, though.
Of course. Of course, if you have any other questions as they come up, please feel free to DM me.
Alright.
I'm gonna upload this, send this to you.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Of course.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.